let me tell you something. I think I told you this, or maybe not. I didn't watch the show when it first came out. I didn't watch the show till about, I want to say 5 years ago. And my friends swore by it. And I go, Chris, remember Chris?
Uh-huh.
We went to the mall together.
Yep.
I said, Chris, come on, man. It's like high school. It's like, he goes, Rosenbaum, dude, you got to watch it. Trust me. You'll like it. I was hooked. It is such a good show if you haven't seen it. It is, every performance is so just, it's a show that should go down in history as one of the great shows of television in history.
It's in the top 10.
It is? Who judged that?
I guess New York Times, or I don't know, somebody.
Well, good. And yeah.
It was honestly, it was the best thing in the world. It taught me how to really act because, you know, Peter Berg handpicked everybody on purpose for the reasoning that he wanted people to just be raw and improv. And, you know, like you would walk into a room and there were 3 cameras, no marks, and just be like, go. And then sometimes, you know, he'd whisper something. And then our EP director ended up doing this as well, Jeff Reiner. But like, you know, whisper something in my ear and then go to Plemons and whisper something in his ear. And we say whatever it is. And then all of a sudden we have this whole different dynamic going. And then we'd go into the lines. And it just created this really cool environment to work. And it was really hard to relearn how to, you know, walk up to a mark.
Seriously, that what a great gift to go in and go, hey, we know the lines and let's go play a little bit. Let's go play and let's improvise if we feel like it. And what a great environment. And you're doing it all in film. You're shooting on film.
Yeah, we were shooting on film. And, you know, I met some of my best friends on that show. Connie Britton's still one of my dearest friends in the world. She's like a sister.
Who did she play? She was
She's
not the
mom.
lead. The mom.
She's Tammy T.
I forgot the names of people. She's amazing. I loved her.
Yeah,
and he was great too. I'm honestly, everybody was great. Like there isn't a bad. I can't think of one performance where I'm like, And I'm sure there was some, but like most of these performances were just dynamite. Like, when you look back and you're acting with Jesse Plemons?
Yeah, my buddy.
Can you remember thinking he's going to be a big star? This guy is really great. Or just thinking like, he's good. Honestly.
No, I really thought, to me, he always felt like if Philip Seymour Hoffman and Matt Damon had a baby, that's what he would look like. Yeah. And, you know, with that kind of energy. And I knew even when he was one of the youngest, but he was still like my buddy. You know what I mean? He was a good hang, and he was like 17 or something when we started that show. And yeah, I looked at him and I was just like, he's going to be huge. And here he is, winning awards. And
you still talk to him?
Yeah.
You do?
And still, yes.
Well, it's been a long time. I didn't know if you were still close.
Yeah, I'm still close. I know him. I know his gal, Kirsten. And they come to Austin quite. I think they actually might buy a place here because, you know, he's from Waco. So, yeah, no, I talked to them. I talked to a lot of the people. Kyle lives in Dripping Springs with his family.
Oh, Kyle does?
Mm-hmm.
You think Kyle would ever do the podcast? I love Kyle.
Oh, God, he's a hoot.
He's so good. As that coach, it was like, you can't be more likable and cool than that dude.
Oh, and you know what? Okay, here's a story for you.
Hey, guys, I'm doing another live podcast downtown LA at the Regent Theater, and my special guest for January 24th is Kristen Ritter. Breaking Bad, Jessica Jones. This is going to be a sold-out event. I know it. It's going to be exciting. And there's a meet and greet and so much fun that's going to happen January 24th. So make sure you get tickets as soon as possible. Downtown Los Angeles at the Regent. Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum with special guest Kristen Ritter. I'm so excited.
So Linda Lowy, our casting director, who's brilliant, right? Does everything for Pete Berg. Pete Berg wanted Dwight Yoakam.
Oh, that would have been
as the
tough. A
coach.
tough character.
It would have been a very different character.
Different show.
And she was like, listen, you have to see this guy. You have to see this guy. And Peter will tell you the story. And he's like, no, he was that guy on that show with the newspaper. He's too pretty. He's too pretty. He's a pretty boy. I don't want to see him. She's like, listen, we have to put up more than one person. You know what I mean? Like, let's just other people are coming in for sessions. Just let them come in. And his hair was exactly how his hair was on the show. He took off his ball cap. And he's like, hey, how y'all doing? Okay. And he just looked like he had like too many beers the night before. And he was just, his hair was like this, just awry. And Peter was like, dude, I'm sold. He's the guy. He's the guy. Because honestly, I don't know that show would have been what it was if it had been somebody other
Dwight
than him.
Yoakam.
And Connie.
I love Dwight Yoakam, and he's a great singer and he's a great actor. But Dwight Yoakam is good for a supporting character in a show, not the lead fucking coach. That would have been the worst decision ever. What would have happened is the coach would have died in the first season and then they would have had a new coach.
Yes. Well, this is why we also have casting directors.